What's up, everybody? It's your boy Garrett. I'm back with another guest here. Today we got Greg Blanchard. Made it all the way up from California to come see
I did.
us.
I drove.
Oh, you drove?
No, joking. I flew. Yeah.
That would be a miserable drive.
Yeah, I flew.
Especially on the way back.
Yeah, I'm here. First ICast ever.
Yeah.
It's
How are you liking it so far?
I like it a lot. It's overwhelming. I had no idea
Exactly what I said.
it was
So
this
funny.
big. Like I've always seen it from afar when it happens every year, and you don't realize how big it is until you get here, and you're like, holy crap,
Yeah.
crazy.
It's insane the amount of companies out here and the amount of like fishing specific things that there are.
I know it's
everywhere.
dangerous. I mean, I've already made a list of things that I like.
Yeah.
There's so
You
much.
got your wish list started.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever they
Yeah.
come out.
Big wish list. Yeah.
Well, speaking of wish lists, something that's going to be added to a lot of people's wish list is the new Titan that
Yeah.
we saw you featured on the other day.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around that boat.
I think there already is. I mean, they launched it yesterday officially
Yeah.
on all their socials, on their website. It's crazy, dude. One of the things about ICast, and I guess just everybody's company business, whatever you come down for, is
Yeah.
just these like timelines to get things done and product videos done, and it's just
gotta
like
hit a certain.
yeah. So I came down on Saturday night, this past Saturday, and we were filming all Sunday and all Monday. Sunday was the walkthrough,
Yeah.
and then Monday was fishing and getting on the water content. So I've seen the boat. I've been on the boat, and everything was pushed out yesterday, and it's exciting. It's definitely something different, as you've seen.
Yeah.
It's big.
I went through and looked at it like in person, and I was really impressed with like how much attention to detail was put into like a lot of where stuff was placed and some of the little plastic pieces where you can drill through and not have to like drill holes in your boat.
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, so I hope I don't get in trouble.
We won't
But
haze you too bad.
there's a lot of people on the design team for this particular kayak,
Yeah.
and one of those people is Ramel,
Yeah.
the wizard. And if anyone knows Ramel,
Did some magic sauce on this one.
well, he's worked. Yes, for sure. He's worked on a fair share of Titans, I would say, mine included, over the years. I mean, I would dare to say over hundreds, probably hundreds. Like he works on a lot of boats, and he's worked on a lot of Titans, so he knows exactly the things that he wanted to
Yeah, I've
implement.
seen a lot of the builds that he's done on all over your social media.
Yeah, crazy builds.
They're good. They're like quality builds.
Quality build. So it was good to have Ramel have some of his input with this particular design because he knows exactly the things that needed maybe a little tweak, a little improvement,
Exactly.
and like you said, the attention to detail you can see.
I feel like a lot of the time, from what I've seen on his stuff, he thinks of people that people aren't thinking about, and he goes ahead and adds it to. Wow,
100%.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
I think that was a problem I had, but now I know.
Yeah, he's the wizard for a reason. Yeah.
So, like, what kind of what were your thoughts on in that boat versus what you're in now? In the original Titan?
Good question. So, man, I know it's the Titan like 2.0 essentially. It's an upgrade, but it almost feels like a totally different kayak. So, stability, I mean, it's obviously a lot bigger than what I currently have, the Titan 10.5. This is the 12.5 foot version.
Yeah.
Stability was amazing. I think the biggest thing with this boat, and I'm just going to be honest with it, when we had this out on the water, rigged up, it had a lot of stuff that I've never really used. I mean, I think
I saw it had like dual motor set up, like 2 graphs, like a lot of weight on that boat.
A lot of weight, and again, this is stuff that
I think I saw somebody standing in the tank well filming.
Yeah, the cameraman. Yeah, it's stable. It is stable. You'll see. No, it's so. The things about this boat that's really cool is the ability, and I'll say this probably many times, is the ability to do what you want with it. I think in kayak fishing,
Customizable.
yeah. So you can have the bow mount, you can have the stern mount, you can have both. You can have dual graphs. You can have one graph. You can have no graphs.
Yeah.
You can have power poles, dual power poles. You can have whatever you want or nothing at all. And I think it's just nice that, the mounting, the way they made removable plates, brackets, assembled with the gear tracks. Those were like the things that they thought of, so that people, if they want to do things, they don't have to get all crazy and do like DIY stuff. It's easy to do. So.
That stuff gets messed up a lot, and you end up with bad wiring.
Yeah.
Then you end up with bad problems on the water, like in mid-tournament or something.
Always mid-tournament. Is it getting dark? Oh yeah, the show's over.
You're trying to get us out of here.
Jeez.
Like, 6 o'clock, you're out.
Dang. Strict around here.
Well, if you got a couple more minutes.
Absolutely.
So one of my biggest things with the old Titan is I had a Titan 12 for a while, and it was I said there was like 2 or 3 things I wanted checked off from the Titans. Some of the speed, because I think I was getting like 3 to 3.5 max in my old Titan. This is pedaling. I didn't have a motor drive. So
okay.
Did you notice any difference in the new model as far as speed differences, or?
I think for sure it's faster than mine, the 10.5, because the 12.5 just allows it to, it goes faster just based on its design. But I will say the one thing they did was the hull shape is a lot different in multiple ways. One of the big things as far as speed goes is it actually took a little bit of the Slayer Max series part of their hull design, especially in the nose where it kind of gets real narrow. And I think that definitely helps with the speed. But I think one of the better points of that is it helps with the hull slap. The Titan's kind of like a cone, a round part of the nose, and if you hit some small waves, it would slap up and you get a little wet.
Yeah.
This one I was clocking, I think, about 5.5, 6 miles an hour yesterday, motor, not pedal.
Okay,
and
still 5.5, 6. That's an improvement to me.
In a chop, and it was a dry ride. I was cutting through the water better. So I would say, I didn't pedal as hard as I could when I had it on the water in the limited time. But I would bet that it is faster just as it is a pedal only kayak. Yeah.
Well, even with the motor, that's a huge improvement.
Yeah. I mean, I was running an NK300 too, so keep that in mind. That's a big motor. But no, it's I can't say things for certain. I've only been in the kayak for a few hours, which I was, but so far so good.
That's awesome.
That's
good to hear. I'm excited for it.
Me too.
So the other thing I was looking at was, I know this is kind of been an evolving problem. I guess it's like some of the water that comes in and kind of sits around your feet.
Yeah.
And does that still happen with the new Titan, or is it?
That's a good question. Yeah. You know what? I don't really know, because when we did the shoot, it was downpouring every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like downpouring. I swear to God, it was like I was actually kind of nervous. As soon as we set up everything, got out in the water, got to the spot, the filming boats were behind us.
Yeah.
And just boom, lightning, thunder, downpour.
I mean, that's like instant.
And I kind of like, I kind of looked at the
Yeah.
guide. I'm like, is this okay? He's like, oh yeah, it'll go away. I'm like, all right, well, it went away. It took me a couple, 20, 30 minutes to realize that the scuppers were still in.
Yeah.
I pulled them, it drained a little bit. I don't know. I know that they purposely raised the deck and they added scuppers in the back, which I did not pull, which I should have. I just wasn't thinking in the moment.
So they've at least tried to address that problem.
My Titan 10.5, it has water in the cockpit. But I think the biggest reason for that is because it doesn't have rear scuppers. It is what it is.
It's also a thing with your weight distribution.
Yeah, so that raised floor should help. There's more distance between where the water touches the bottom of the boat and where it can actually come through.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because if you've got a lot of weight in your boat and your hole's sitting like equal with the.
So my point is, we don't know for sure because it was raining. I didn't pull the rear scuppers. I will say that was definitely part of the design efforts and team and objective, with people a hell of a lot smarter than I am with designing boats for sure. So I just wish we didn't have rain that day, and then we could know for sure. But on paper it should be a dry ride.
Well, this is probably one of the first boats I've seen come out in a while that's kind of got me at least considering moving away from MPA, moving back into. Like I said, I used to have a native 12, and that was a Titan 12, and I really loved the stability in that thing and the space that I had in it. The only thing I didn't like was that it felt slow to me. I just felt like I was moving slow compared to other people.
Yeah, 100%. There's faster boats out there for sure. Yep, there are. This one should move faster.
Yeah.
Again, that hull design is different.
It looks like it does.
Yeah.
It looks like a totally different design.
Yeah, but I mean, again, with everything, kayaks, every product, it's the test of time. You got to put it out there. You got to really see.
Let people get it on the water and test it in tournament situations.
You got to put it through its paces, and I plan on doing that. Hopefully, I can get one as soon as possible, and get some feedback, and see how it does over time. So but so far so good. The boat's it's made so that you can do whatever you want with a boat. I don't know how much I'm going to do with the boat. I'm not going to lie.
Let the Wizard go to town.
Let the Wizard go to town. It had a lot more stuff on it than I'm used to, but it was cool.
Yeah. He said something about rigging that out of his backpack or something like that.
Yeah, so the Wizard flew in too, and he had a Pelican case with his tools and his, I don't even know what else he had in there.
Yeah.
And he's
magic
been
staff.
Yeah, his staff. He was doing his magic, but no, he pretty much worked on the boat till it was done, so we could do the product walkthrough, everything, and it's impressive. It was a tight schedule, but no, he did a good job on it. Everyone did, so I'm happy with it. Yeah,
that's good. Well, I'll go ahead and wind this down so we can get back to the festivities.
So we're gonna get kicked out in a second.
Yeah, we're getting kicked out of here. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
I'm excited for this new boat.
Me too. I want it.
I want to see what it does in the water, put it through its paces, like you're saying.
We'll find out.
Yeah. We're gonna learn.
We're gonna learn.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Happy ICast.
Happy ICast, guys.